Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel. So I'm watching a video about Nia Long from Mr. Keep It Simple, and some of the things he said I did agree with, but y'all know I notice everything. I'm no Matrix. The dude is caping towards women. Y'all know it's 100 degrees out here. 105. I know I can handle Phoenix now. But he's still caping. And I want to kind of get into some things. I was going to make a video about Biden. Either that's going to be later or tomorrow. And the Democrats, how they can't win without chaos. Like they always got to bring chaos and that other C, the other thing to start with a C. So I was going to make a video about that. But I think I'm going to talk about this right here. Isaiah 4:1. Isaiah 4:1 says, "In that day, 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, only let us be called by your name, take away our disgrace." The disgrace is all this hypocrisy from people. All this hypocrisy from people, man. YouTube, you can be whatever you want to be on YouTube. But who you are in real life is something totally different. You know, and I'm not one to hold what people do against them in the past. But at the same time, what you did, you got to gain a proper understanding. You can't come out here caping and doing this and doing that because you trying to make amends for what you did. That's not the way. That's not the proper approach, if you ask me. And like I'm gonna talk about when I talk about Biden and the Democrats, one of the number one problems, if not the number one reason why this country is going downhill, is because when people be wrong, instead of learning what right is, and instead of trying to figure out right, they just keep talking. They keep talking. And people be egging them on. See, as long as it's about who you like and who you don't, who you rock with, who you F with, as some of y'all say, instead of what's best and what's the truth, that's the reason why stuff is gonna get even worse. That's why, because y'all emotionalists. Y'all only concerned about who make you feel good and who you like. That's emotionalists. Emotionalists will, what an emotionalist will do is, if somebody does or says something they don't like, they'll write them off. You know? You see how I still listen to Mr. Keep It Simple, and he done said several things that I don't agree with. And I haven't unsolved them, and I still listen to him, and I still agree with some of the things he say, because I don't believe in grudges. I don't believe in holding grudges. But I do believe in the truth. And the truth is that every time somebody get a divorce, it's not the man's fault. In fact, when guys start messing with other women, you have to ask the question, what was the level of enthusiasm and consistency of the woman? If she had the enthusiasm and the consistency, that just means that he probably needs more than one. Now, let's get to this cheating thing, because I keep hearing this term thrown around about cheating in relationships. It's only cheating if you lie about it. It's only cheating if you lie about it. If a guy has more than one woman and this woman knows this, that's called polygyny. It's not called cheating. Now, I know some of y'all, you know, you got a coconut head. You take that coconut head in the church and you believe everything these pastors say because you don't know how to do research, and the Most High probably ain't talking to you. Not that he hates you or anything like that, but you ain't on that level with him where he could talk to you and show you his truth. his truth is that men can have more than one woman. And that's the reason for the Isaiah 4:1 series. Isaiah 4:1 says, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own food, wear our own clothes, only let us be called by your name, take away our disgrace. The disgrace is this not wanting to share men attitude. Look how many women it is in the world. Look how many men it is in the world. If everybody only had babies with one woman, let's say that was the original intent of the Most High, would the world have been multiplied? No, it wouldn't. It would have been a couple people, and when they die off, that would have been it. That would have been it. So be thankful that that's not the original intent. Now, guys and then he was playing videos of other guys talking about, you should never in your life fix your mouth to say that a woman should get 100% custody over her kids. And ain't nothing mentally wrong with the dad. Ain't nothing physically wrong with the dad where he can't be a dad. And you sit up there and say that a woman should get 100% custody over their kids because the relationship went bad, and in some cases it was her that contributed to that. Y'all dudes caping, man. Y'all caping. Y'all caping for women once again. Dude, I hate little egghead. Well, I ain't gonna say I hate. I just don't like little egghead, coconut head dudes that just come on here with that goofy stuff. Man, don't you know YouTube has intellectuals, like intellectuals watch YouTube for you to come on here and just throw it out there. You just throwing it out there. You know, just steady throwing it out there. You don't know what happened between Emmy and Doka and Nia Long. She could have been over there calling him whole niggas, so on and so forth. She could have been over there slapping him in the face. Y'all dudes don't know what was going on. All y'all see is a dude that got him some side. He got him some side. He practiced polygyny without practicing polygyny. That's all y'all see. But y'all, man, dude, I'm convinced that some of these guys on YouTube, they just never gonna learn, and they gonna just keep bringing these foolish philosophies forward. For you to say that a woman should get 100% custody over her kids over a sexual act. And he said, I'm gonna show you something else he said. He said that when a guy commits a sex act, aka cheating, that he's turning against his kids. Man, his kids ain't got nothing to do with that. See, that's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. That's the type of stuff that I'm talking about. If you got a unicorn, you got a good woman at home that's respectful, to help you, so on and so forth, just be glad. But don't come out here instructing all of us like that's something easy to get. This is 2023. That's one of the hardest things in the world to get, is a woman who ain't gonna be nagging you all day, disrespecting you all day, all up in men's faces. Then when you get in the female face, wanting to fight you all day. If you don't gotta deal with that, just be glad, like the garbage bag. Just be glad. But these dudes, let me get 60 haircuts. Let me flex my muscles. Let me show my iPhone. And now it's time for me to speak. Man, get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. You get the buzzer, man. You do. Only a guy that ain't never had kids would say such a thing as a relationship gone bad. The mother should get 100% custody while the father's still alive, love his kid, so on and so forth. Let me tell you something. It's a reason why men have 2.1 million sperm cells developing on a daily basis for the majority of their lives. And like I said in another video, you don't get them 2 million sperm cells for that to rot in your balls. I don't think that was the Most High's intention. But y'all want to cape for these women. Listen, let me just tell you right now. I will never have one woman again unless they just happen to be at that present time the only one. And this is coming from somebody, I ain't even throwing all my business on YouTube. I've learned one ain't gonna get it done. One ain't gonna get it done. Y'all dudes, you can't, this how I know some of y'all dudes ain't got no game too. Y'all gotta cape for women and hope one of the women be in your comments and stuff. Because you can't, wherever you at, you don't know how to shoot your shot and get a woman's attention. You just want to cape for them, dude. We used to beat dudes up like this. I kid you not, man. Like, I think I told the story about one time where I came over a girl house I was dealing with, and she was mad at me, so they had some other dudes over there. That's a lot of y'all dudes. Y'all the dudes over there. Y'all the dudes over there. You know she got a boyfriend, but you over there. That's you. That's a lot of y'all dudes on YouTube. You know, you ain't got no game. You ain't got no savvy. You ain't got no self-esteem. So you'll mess with anybody. You'll mess with somebody's wife. You'll mess with somebody's girlfriend. Because you just ain't got it. You ain't got the savvy. You ain't got the juice. So y'all got a cape for women on YouTube. And it's crazy because the dude I listen to that ain't married is Jason Black. Jason Black gotta understand. Mr. Keep It Simple, I think you feeling a little down and guilty about those sexual assaults you got. And hey man, things happen, but you don't start preaching falsehood and caping for women because it happened. You just figure out what the truth is. Figure out what the best way is, man. I mean, you ain't the only one on YouTube with that, man, but you the only one that I see that's taking that approach. So, you know, I would tell y'all, man, that, again, cheating is only cheating if you're lying about it or you're disclosing it, so on and so forth. Other than that, it's not cheating. I'm gonna wrap this up. Let me go back here. It's not cheating. And then, like I said, we had this conversation. We was in the auto parts store. I was getting ready to get my car fixed. And that girl, same thing. She said, I'm finna be a 304 because this. I said, you don't stop being who you supposed to be. I said, let me ask you something. I said, if a guy treated you like a queen but had 2 girls, because she was basically talking about how her boyfriend cheated. I said, how would you feel about that? She said, I would break up with him. I'm not finna share. Let me show y'all something in closing. For you to be the only woman, let's say reasonably from a sex standpoint, from this standpoint, from that standpoint, for you to be the only woman, you will have to have sex with him 10 times a week or more. You will have to cook 7 days a week. If you older, you will have to work on top of all of that. Cause it ain't no reason for you to be at home if you're not bearing no children. All these responsibilities, and cleaning the house, cooking, all these responsibilities, all that stuff be undone in most households. You know why? Because it was never intended for one person to do everything. And then y'all talking about stay at home this, stay at home that. Okay, once your kids can get around by themselves, then you supposed to be figuring out other ways to contribute. Perhaps working part-time remotely. But here's what women do. If they do work, go from staying at home to working, it ain't gonna be for you. It's not gonna be to help you. It's gonna be to help theyself and their future pookie. So again, I need some water. Again, it's not cheating unless you're lying about it. And a man should never lie to a woman because you ain't supposed to be scared to lose her. She want to ask you them tough questions, give her them tough answers. But some of these women, they only asking that because they want to get out there and they want to suck some, lick some, spread cheeks. They want to get nasty and then they want to feel justified in doing it. So some of them, that's the only reason why they want to know what you're doing. They don't care what you're doing. Let me show you one way you know your woman don't care about you. If you work at night and you come home and she sleep, or when you get ready to go to work, she still sleep. Those are little subtle signs that she could care less about you. I'm just gonna let you know that out the gate. On top of not cooking, of course, and on top of not having sex with you, of course, all these things going on while Mr. Keep It Simple is saying that Nia Long should have 100% custody. Now the question is, did she do any of these things? I would say she did. I would guarantee she did something that led to some of his behaviors. I would guarantee. You can't blame her, but I would guarantee you that something about her contributed to what he chose to do. It's always like that, man. It's just always like that. But you got the Tony Gaskins, the Mr. Keep It Simples, the Derek Jacksons. Then some dudes, you notice how, this is another thing I noticed. When dudes start working out or they think, they always want to go against other men. Y'all notice that? Like, they always, like the dudes that always want to go against other men, they always flexing. Listen, your muscles can't save you from a dude that know how to throw them things. So y'all might as well just be at peace. Because I'm going to tell you something. There's dudes out there, some dudes don't believe in fighting. They'll just kill you. Even if it's a fight, they're going to try to kill you. Like, don't nobody have to fight you fair. Don't nobody have to fight me fair. I'm 6'2", 285, 21, maybe between 21 and 25% body fat. Who gonna fight me? Cause you will have to literally dodge every blow. Who gonna fight me? Probably some guys. But I'm saying, like, y'all be in the gym hitting the back. Man, you could be smaller than me and I probably still won't fight you fair because I'm going to be so mad that you had the audacity to try to fight me. I had an uncle. My uncle passed away. In closing, he was fighting a guy, and from what I hear, he was winning. But he went in the house and got his machete and sliced that dude on the side of the head. He almost bled to death. Like, the ambulance had to come, fire, they all had to come and just apply pressure because he was just bleeding out. That's why you don't, listen, man. Control your cockiness. Because your cockiness piss some people off. I'm just going to say, excuse my language. and they'll want to slice you upside your head. But anyway, I'm out of here. We'll be back tomorrow with more videos. This is The Truth Man.